So today we would like to talk about how to determine the personal income tax obligations of the expatriates who come to Vietnam for the long-term Vietnam assignments. Basically, we will learn how to determine their tax residency status. It's very important because the tax residency status would have the important effect on how to calculate the personal income tax obligation in Vietnam on their taxable income that they receive from the foreign entity and Vietnamese entities. So basically, the expatriate who come to work in Vietnam for long-term or short-term assignment can be considered as either Vietnamese tax residents or non-tax residents. And taxable income earned by the tax payer can be classified as the worldwide income or Vietnamese source income based on their type of residency status. So we will learn how to determine the tax residency status. Basically, as I mentioned earlier, you can see that the expatriate coming to Vietnam to work can be designed, can be described as the tax residents or the non-tax residents. For the tax residents, you will need to remember there are two factors that have an effect on determination of their residency status. One of the factor is their date in Vietnam. For example, if the expatriates stay in Vietnam for more than 182 days in the calendar year or consecutive 10 months since his or her first arrival in Vietnam, so the expatriate would be considered as the tax resident of Vietnam for the assessable tax year, or in case they reside in Vietnam less than 182 days, but they have the house contract and the term of the housing contract is more than 183 days, so they can be considered as a tax resident of Vietnam unless they can prove they are the tax resident of another country. So it's very important to determine their presence in Vietnam or the term of housing lease contracts because it's a very important factor to determine if the expatriates are the residents of Vietnam or not. Uh, and in case they don't meet the conditions of the tax resident, they don't meet the eligibilities of the tax residents, so they may be considered as a non-tax residents. And in this case, they are only subject to the Vietnamese personal income tax.